What if I told you that you have a higher self who lives in a fourth dimension and he can find methods in order to realize your wildest dream? I am making this video for my past self who used to go out and cold approach women in order to attract them. I want him to understand that there is a better way. Most men are playing by the rules of this three-dimensional world. They are taught that looks, money, social skills, social status will help them attract beautiful women. But the most effective way of upgrading your dating life is to command your higher self and tell him to attract beautiful women towards you. When the communication with your higher self is established, the methods to realize your dream dating life is going to come so naturally to you that people around you are going to think that you're just getting luckier with women. So the thing that you have to understand is this world of three dimensions is also called Karma Bhumi by yogis. Karma means action and Bhumi means land. So this is a land of action. So you are going to be compelled to take action in this world of three dimensions. But if you take stupid actions, you are going to get stupid results in your life. This is why it is essential that you take guidance from Jnana Bhumi. Jnana means knowledge and Bhumi means land. So you have to make a connection to the land of knowledge. If you can let your higher self who resides in Jnana Bhumi guide your action, then in this world, people around you are going to call you a genius because your actions are going to be so precise and so right. Here is the interesting part. All the religions in the world have indirectly told you how to get connected to your higher self that resides in Jnana Bhumi. Religion demands you to have faith in something that you cannot see. Religion is constantly telling you that your imagination is your savior. If night after night you start to imagine that you are already living your perfect dating life, the women that you want are already in your arms, trying to touch you, trying to kiss you, and you start to feel satisfied, relieved. You start to feel grateful and joyful. Then this emotions, this elevated emotion is going to send a message to your higher self. Now your higher self is going to be compelled to give you the most intelligent methods so that you can actually have this amazing dating life that you have just imagined. This is why Neville Goddard always said, your persistent imagination is always creating your personal reality. Yogis have always called our personal reality as Maya. Maya means illusion. We think our personal reality is so solid, it is so real, it is so unchanging. It has space, it has time, it can be perceived through our five senses. However, it is just an illusion. It is an appearance in pure consciousness. It can be changed by our disciplined mental activities. And I understood this during COVID lockdown when I was struggling with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and some days I felt like I just did not want to exist in this world anymore. But luckily, I found this book called The Biology of Belief. This book introduced me to an idea that my emotional state is always either upregulating or downregulating my genetic expression. When I learned this, I started to immerse myself in the study of mind-body connection. And all the experts of mind-body connection were telling me the exact same thing, which is my mind not only influences the health and the vitality of my body, but it can actually change my whole life circumstances. After I learned this, I no longer read all these weird psychology books in order to fix my mental health issues. I stopped going out and cold approach women in order to attract them. I learned how to use my mind so that I can communicate with my higher self and fix all the problems of my life. In other words, I learned how to meditate. Meditation is just an art of combining your imaginal activities with elevated emotions so that you are giving command to your higher self and tell him to materialize the dream life that you have always imagined. You have to understand that once you communicate with your higher self through these elevated emotions, Nobody will have free will. You will now be under compulsion to act right, and women in your life are going to be compelled to notice you, to compliment you, and to fall in love with you. But before diving into meditation, there is an uncomfortable fact that you must know about this world. There are three levels of men in our world. The first level is called the uninitiate NPC. This guy has fallen victim to the hustle culture. He believes that action solves everything. He learns the recommended actions prescribed by the gurus and coaches of our reality, that you need to have this amount of looks, money, skills, and only then you're going to attract girls. This is why his dating life is going to suck for a long time, unless life decides to initiate him by exposing him to these kinds of videos. Then he has a chance to ascend to level 2. The level 2 man is called the awakening creator, because he now starts to awaken to the fact that you will be compelled to take the right kind of actions if you simply let your imagination and emotions communicate to your higher self that you are already living your amazing dating life. Even though it hasn't happened in this karma bhumi, in this three-dimensional reality, you already need to live it in your mind. So he starts to meditate, he starts to visualize. However, after he comes out of his meditation session, he immediately falls back into desperation. He immediately checks his phone to see if that girl has texted him back or not. But there is a third level that is called the master alchemist. This is where you should aspire towards. He completely understands that feeling is the secret. He has learned the art of Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is just an art of relaxing your body and mind in such a way that your breathing rate slows down and your brain starts to become receptive. In order to do this, you just guide your attention through your body parts one by one. Then he has mastered the art of visualization. He can vividly imagine that he is living an amazing dating life. He has a disciplined attention, so he mentally rehearses this imaginal act over and over again until he starts to feel the elevated emotions of satisfaction, joy, victory, and thrill. The best part is, after his meditation session is over, he is not desperate. He simply lets go of the outcome, and he is confident that the world is going to reshuffle itself until whatever he has visualized actually starts to happen in his physical world. If you want to experience what it is like to become a master alchemist, I have created the emotion pill, not as content, not as motivation, but as guided meditation experience. I have kept this paid on purpose because free information is just going to create spectators, but a paid experience is going to create true transformation. If you want this $100 video course, then you can just text me in the link that is present in the pinned comment section down below. Just send me the text emotion pill and I will provide you all the details. I also offer one-to-one coaching, and that's going to be premium and personalized. If you want it, just send me a text in the same link down below.